A Republican congressman has accused high-level FBI and Justice Department officials of releasing damaging information against President Donald Trump. Representative Mark Meadow claims former FBI agent Peter Strzok and former FBI agent text about a media leak strategy. Strzok was an investigator in both a probe against Hillary Clinton and special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into the Trump campaign. Strzok was fired after an Inspector General report criticized him for sending anti-Trump text. As of now, the DOJ and FBI have yet to respond to these claims. For more, we're joined by former Florida Democratic Party Chair Mitch Ceasar and Ned Ryun, CEO of American Majority. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Thanks, Scottie.
Ned, let's start with you tonight. There is a new evidence of an apparent systemic culture of media leaking from the FBI and the Justice Department, which is meant to damage the president, according to this latest letter that's been written by Mark Meadow to Deputy General Rod Rosenstein. Are you really surprised?
No. I mean, this is just more evidence that clearly there was a culture of weaponized leaks at Comey's FBI. Let's remember, Comey was leaking his memos to a friend who could leak them to the New York Times. Deputy Director Andrew McCabe was fired for lying about leaking, and now you've got Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. And I think the amazing thing about this, Scottie, is now there's more proof that high-level officials at the FBI were leaking to the press, apparently to wage a high-level PR battle against Trump. But also the more troubling thing in my mind is they're leaking to the press and then using some of those stories to substantiate, including the FISA warrant against Carter Page. And the one I'm remembering, Scottie, is FBI informant Christopher Steele being Michael Isikoff's story for his Yahoo article, which then the FBI used to substantiate their FISA warrant against Carter Page. And I got to tell you, the amazing part is when you look at where they're accusing them and the timing of it, spring of 2017, April of 2017, it appears that Strzok and Page and Comey, with him trying to leak his memos, there was this concerted effort to get public opinion motivated to have a special counsel looking into Donald Trump. This is a terrible, terrible precedent that I think needs more investigating.
Well, to Ned's point, Mitch, talking about precedents, how dangerous is it for a governmental agency to use the media to take out a member of the government, especially the leader?
Well, I don't think there should be leaks regardless of who the target is. I think this is much ado about nothing. This not only is old news, this is ancient news. This is the Freedom Caucus chairman who has a past of not being truthful, trying to whip things up. He's the same guy who requested in his letter that was made public by Fox today, but specifically had been caught creating a problem saying, oh, you know, Facebook and Twitter aren't carrying me because I was taken off because I'm on the Freedom Caucus. No other House Republicans really outside the Freedom Caucus were in effect punished because they were saying crazy things. This is a nothing burger, but a low-calorie, old nothing burger. Lisa Page, the attorney, was not disciplined and charged in that context, as said correctly. The other gentleman was. This is 6 months after the election. This is someone who was already stated was taken out before any real damage was done. It's a circular argument about the shiny object. Don't look here. Look here. So we could say some middle-level guy was talking about to his girlfriend. In effect, some guy from the FBI was talking to his girlfriend through the text. She basically, the two texts that they kept demanding, one was provided back in February. He kept saying, no, it wasn't. The bottom line is this was nothing. And even if it is a leak, which I don't think is appropriate, I'm shocked to hear there's leaks in Washington.
Ned, I'm about to say, come on. I know you're upset over those comments. This is not a nothing burger, in your opinion.
This is not a nothing burger. We are talking about Peter Strzok, who was Deputy Director of Counterintelligence at the FBI, who was running the investigation looking into the supposed Trump-Russia collusion. He's not some middle level. He is a high-level, high-ranking FBI official. And I'm sorry, the bigger story here, Scottie, was our FBI, was our DOJ, was our surveillance state weaponized against a political opponent for political differences? And I think that's what the troubling part is. And then they used a willing and compliant press, who I've argued are just mouthpieces of the deep state, to push their narratives in the press to the American people. No, I think this is deeply troubling. This isn't a nothing burger. This is about corrupt systems being run by corrupt people, and we want to have transparency. And more importantly, Scottie, we want accountability.
Okay, well, let's finish this up here with Mitch. Talking about transparency and accountability, where does the bigger fault lie? In the governmental agency, whether it's a nothing burger between these two people and their text messages who work for the FBI, why were they not being held accountable? Why was this even being allowed to happen? So is it an ineptness on the FBI's part, or was this just a purposeful turning of a blind eye to those as well? So who's more important? Who should be held more accountable? Those in the FBI or those in the media who were allowed to be used as a weapon to try to go against a candidate or, more importantly, an elected official?
Well, if I have to quote President Trump, I'll use the word no collusion, no collusion. I don't think this was anything other than an FBI agent who acted inappropriately and was disciplined for that. Listen, this is all about to discredit the Mueller probe that's affecting the White House. It has to do with the fact that all these people have been charged, all these people have been found guilty, all these people who are cooperating with the federal government, all these guys who've already been sentenced. That's what this is about, trying to distract and discredit the Mueller investigation. And what they do is they keep threatening to fire the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rothstein if these documents aren't provided, of which one of the two documents was provided in February. This is a rehash over nothing, and if it wasn't a rehash over nothing, where are all the Republican colleagues of his? Why aren't they backing up the Freedom Caucus on this? The answer is just as in the past, they have not.
Well, Mitch, I guarantee Ned has an answer for that, and we'll have you both back on to go more in depth of it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Scottie.
Thank you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.